Hello, my name is Dan Wolf and I am from XLRMANCABLEs.com. My email address is XLRMANCABLEs@gmail.com and the name of our patent is Dual Channel XLR Cable Converter. Now I'm going to explain today and hopefully show you some different converters that we have in the system. So it's actually a cable converter system. So I'm going to show you some of those today and hopefully give you some ideas of what it can be used for, how it can be expanded, and all of the different ways, and get your mind working as to uses that I haven't even thought of. Okay, here we are back with the roll that's on our website, XLRMANCABLEs.com. And I put it in this roll. This is just a regular roll from that you put tools in. I needed a way that you could put it in a case. You know, you could roll all the cables up. You could put them in a case that had hard stuff in it and it wouldn't get damaged in any way. So that's when I came up with this idea. This can be expounded on and modified and improved on and everything else, but it'll give you an idea of what I kind of had in mind. These are the cables that are on the website, and well, we'll just start over here on this end. I hope this is bright enough for you to see everything. The first cable I have is an F connector. It is used for RF, usually carrying channel 3 or 4 or any other channels you want to carry if you have cable or whatever. But anyway, this can be carried through this would only carry one signal through the cable, but nevertheless it still utilizes your mic cables to send a signal through. So that's an F. This happens to be a push-on type F connector, so that's why it may look a little different than what you're used to. The next cable is a tip ring sleeve cable, 1/4 inch. We use it, of course, to unbalance the line. In other words, we send ground through the back of it. We'll send the right channel through the ring and the left channel through the tip. And we do that so that we can maintain continuity all throughout the system, this cabling system. You can have 2 of these. You can have it mixed from this to this. I'll show you that later. But anyway, that's the idea, is TRS for left and right channel with a ground. Anyway, here's the cable that's actually pictured, or a cable like this, it's pictured. And this is right channel. Red is always right. Left channel can be, whenever the cable comes through, it could be any color, but we're going to maintain red as being right all the time, and the other color may be yellow, white, whatever we happen to lay our hands on at the time, or whatever we can order at the time where they're being made. But anyway, that's that. And here is S. S means separate video, which means they send a chroma and a luminance signal down the same line. So there's no audio with it. You'd have to run a set of these. You'd have to run 2 cables, one with the video in it, one with the audio in it. If you wanted to use this for audio and video, which is what we're doing right now, you're listening to a cable. All the video and audio are coming through a cable that looks just like this. S video does not have audio on it, so we'd send 2 signals, chroma and luminance, on those 2, on those cables. This is an 1/8 inch male and female. Again, we're maintaining the ground, the right channel on the ring, and the left channel on the tip, and we go from a male to a female to extend the length of your earphones. BNC is next. I guess I should have moved this other cable up here. BNC to BNC, pretty well self-explanatory. That's what that does. Telephone if you happen to need it. I just kind of threw that in. We haven't experimented. We don't have 2 lines here, so I haven't experimented with running 2 lines on it. You may be able to do that. On this is an 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch. Again, this would just you know, like you'd plug it into an 1/8 inch someplace and you'd go out 50 feet or 20 feet or whatever you wanted to, plug the other end in and plug it into another piece of equipment. So this is meant to go from equipment to equipment whereas this one would be more equipment to earphone. You know, I'll be back and put some of these cables together for you so you can take a look at them, but that's the introduction, so I'll be right back. Okay, as I explained before, this is our most popular and our most versatile set. You can look in any magazine or Radio Shack catalog or anybody, HOSA, Cables to Go, whatever have you. You'll find all kind of adapters for this, and I covered that in another video here on YouTube. I believe it was how to send two unbalanced signals through a mic cable or something like that. I forget what I did title it. But anyway, this is the cable, and I'm going to just give you some ideas, okay? Here is a set of RCAs here, and of course there'd be a mic cable between these. You understand that a mic cable would go between these two connections. But here is 1/4 inch on this end, 1/4 inch to two RCAs, if that's what you want, through a mic cable. Okay, here is 1/4 inch to where is it at? To 1/8 inch over here. You can take an 1/8 inch like this. You can make it an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch. Again, a cable in between, but you can have 1/4 inch stereo left and right to 1/8 inch stereo through the cable with a mic cable in between. You can take 1/4 inch to well, what else could you do it? Then anyway, that's basically 1/4 inch. You can take RF to RF usually, or you can take RF to BNC if you care to do that. You can do that. Those would be the most common connections. S-video. S-video can, you can take S-video here and bring it out if you want to on two RCAs. One would be chroma, the other would be luminance. You can bring it out just like that with a, again, picture a mic cable between these two connections, and that's what you'd be doing. You may want to, for some reason or other, you may, I don't know what mix you'd have, but you may want to run S-video to 1/8 inch. I don't know why you'd ever do that, but you could do it. You can run S-video to 1/4 inch. Again, I don't know why you'd ever do that, but it can be done. And you can just imagine with these ends what you could end up with. You know, here's your 1/8 inch plug. You take an 1/8 inch and you can run 1/8 inch to RCA. Give yourself left and right RCA with a cable in between. So you'd have this plugged in, and this would come out to the equipment. Of course, you can go 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch. We've already explained that one. But you could go 1/8 inch male to an 1/8 inch female, and you would get an earphone extension, 1/8 inch female from the 1/8 inch male, and you'd get you know, an extension for an earphone. The possibilities are crazy sometimes and virtually limitless. You can do all kind of crazy things. I have a cable made up that I use that I start out with my S connection here. And I bring this S connection off of a camera. I bring it through a cable, and on the other end I take another S connection, okay? But I strip off, in the connector here, I strip off the luminance and run it through a black and white monitor. So on this end, this plugs into the mixer, into the switcher, and this cable has an additional cable coming out that runs to a black and white TV, and I monitor it on a black and white TV. And it works very well. It works very well. Again, that's a custom-made cable, but with this, you know, you can run S to other sections. you know, from one location to another through a mic cable. That'll give you some ideas. I have more ideas in mind. I'm working right now on 1394 Firewire. USB, I'm not too sure whether that has any practicality, but I'm looking at it. But we're looking at a lot of different things, and of course these cables will handle digital signals as well as analog, and that's basically what we have right now. It looks like kind of a mess here, but you know, junk drawers and things like that do look like this before they put them together and make music and sound come through it from one end to the other. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back on future things. Just keep an eye out for anything with XLRMANCABLEs in the title. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.